What's going on, everyone? It's the Nisco. Welcome back to Resident Evil Remake. We're on Disc 2 now, and really, Disc 2 for Resident Evil Remake is very, very short. If you know exactly what to do, Disc 2 can be finished in, I'm not kidding, 15 minutes. And if you're really good, or if you're using the prizes given to you for beating the game really quickly, you can beat it in 10. This is a very, very short segment, but I'm going to elongate it for you just so I can show you every little bit there is to this ending bit. Now, the MO discs, the ones you've been collecting, or at least the one that you've collected from the mansion, be sure to bring it with you because this is where you actually need to use it. And now we get to deal with a new type of zombie. Not exactly new, pardon me for saying, but these zombies are a little faster and they're a lot more difficult to kill. They take, like, one extra hit, so I guess the scientist zombies are a lot more difficult to kill. And we'll get to one of my least favorite zombies coming up here. And I'm gonna wait for this guy to explode. Oh, there goes the first one. And... oh, there goes the other one. Okay. It's just waiting a bit patiently for that one. And I think that guy died. So, yep, I can't aim on him, so he's dead. That's one of the cool tricks for all the Resident Evil games, actually, except for, like, 5 and 6 and 4. Basically, as soon as they stop using fixed camera angles, if you want to know where an enemy is, just aim, and you'll go straight to him. So it really helps, especially if an enemy is still alive on the ground. And I'm just going to use another flash grenade here. But you can find where enemies are and if they're still alive on the ground. Oh, missed. There we go. Did I get him? Shoot. Accidentally shot him. You're going to want to clear out this room just so you don't have to deal with Crimson Heads later. Like, that one in there, that one's gone forever because I used a flash grenade. And by the way, if you've been stockpiling defense items, especially for Chris and his flash grenades, this is where you want to use them. They are so helpful. Because these zombies, these new ones, they hurt. So you want to get rid of them as soon as possible. And if you're running low on ammo, this is a good place to, you know, kill them for free, essentially. Alright, in here we have one of the only puzzles in the laboratory, the Umbrella Labs. And here we have a special X-ray for Clark David. Feel so bad for Clark David. I wish I had 2 first names. Oh, wait, I do. 2 first names as a first and last name. Whatever. You know what I mean. And this one, we'll get to it in a bit. Take note of these different body parts, I guess. Your internal organs. Be sure to pay attention. And I forgot to read what that one was for, but Clark David, his esophagus is red, and I don't want to change that. And there's the lungs, I believe. Oh wait, no, those are the lungs. And I think the liver was the other one. And now we have a very special letter, and if you recognize that name there, you may have played Resident Evil 4. Or 6. So you might know who this lady is. Or Resident Evil 2. I just realized. Oh, that's... why didn't I realize that sooner? The protagonist and kind of anti-hero for Resident Evil 2, 4, and 6 are all the same people. Aw, John and Ada. Well, cool. I think we'll keep track of that. So, if you paid attention to what was on that diagram of the different body parts, and you looked at the different body parts that were lit up, if you look at all of them, it actually spells a word. If you use the first letter of each individual lit up body part, it spells a specific word. Now, it was different in the PlayStation game, but for this one, we looked at... shoot. I forget it already. My short-term memory's terrible. But just know that it was C-E-L-L. Cell is the password. So, since we have solved that puzzle, We have one more researcher's note here. Ah, it's the talk about Crimson Heads. Kind of fascinating. And I'm actually really glad they added the Crimson Heads, because if it was just regular zombies, and you can kill them like it ain't no thing, that would have been a little boring. So, in that letter from John to Ada, he said his name was the login and her name was the password. We're in. So we need to open basement floor 2, and this is where that code comes into play, CELL. And if you want a funny little Easter egg, try typing in the original password from Resident Evil on the PlayStation. That password was MOLE, mole. Type that in, and I think you get a hidden message. So I'll just leave that to your own discretion, or I might link to another video. But there we go. We've unlocked the necessary doors to get the necessary things for the necessary leaving of the game. We're almost done. Alright. New doors equals new adventure. We'll head in here first, because there's one door we need to check. The only other one that wasn't open yet. I do see that healing item there. Don't worry, I will get it by the end, hopefully, if I need it. And some levers we can't pull down. Awesome. That was the only reason we came here, by the way. No, I'm kidding. We get introduced to a new enemy type. The naked zombies. Naked zombies do not turn into Crimson Heads, but they are twice as powerful as a regular zombie. You wouldn't know it by my one-shotting him, but trust me, when they bite, it hurts. And in Resident Evil 0, they were actually a lot more powerful. Like, they didn't go down as quickly, but it was still so aggravating trying to kill them because they take a lot of bullets. And there, as we see the Nintendo GameCube on the computer there, that is what reads the MO discs. And you're going to need 3 of them. And this is a fax. I think it's to the Umbrella Corporation. And they only have a couple concerns. You expect many casualties for a zombie outbreak. Ah, so it looks like Wesker had some orders to take care of. Be sure to grab this on the desk. We're going to need it for something in the other room we unlocked, actually. Let me free up some space here. And in that sink is Magnum ammo, I think. It's very scarce Magnum ammo, and I'm glad I found some because I'm going to need it. I couldn't get a good look at it, but I know in Jill's story, that was actually grenade launcher ammo? Don't quote me on that. Like I said, for games like these, I know where to go. Doesn't mean I know everything about it. I actually shouldn't admit that. I know everything about Resident Evil. I've played the entire series multiple times. If only it was so. So here is basement floor 2. This is actually what we unlocked using the cell password. And there's a few things in here. Like back here is the last MO disc. Nice. Now we won't have to go searching around everywhere for everything. An Umbrella slideshow. The zombie dogs. Neptune. The hunters. And this new enemy, the tyrant. Something about these pictures. Let's try putting in the new slides. Ah, there we go. So 8462. I wonder if it has to do anything with this. 462. Ding ding. So, it looks like Wesker's been helping out Umbrella. Could have sworn he was a good dude. Guess you can't judge every book by how they look. Sorry, Wesker. Your too cool for school persona is completely trashed. I can't trust you anymore, man. You're working for the enemy. Well, at least now we have an escape plan from the looks of it. Just need to get in contact with Brad. There's a heliport close to here, so we could use that. But we need to find a way to get there. And it looks like there's only one door to the heliport. It's not going to open easily. More shotgun shells, thank you very much. I can deal with that. And in here is a very important key. In here, there's also video editing equipment. Kenneth, the guy who died at the beginning from the very first zombie you saw, he actually had a videotape that I'm sad to say I forgot to pick up in this playthrough. So if you do want to see it, it should be the exact same episode. Episode 12 in my Jill playthrough where I see the video, and wow! That doesn't happen too often. Headshots on Crimson Heads, those are kind of rare. Because of how fast they're going and how powerful they are, it has to be Richard's shotgun. That thing is a monster. I love this gun. So I really hope I don't have to deal with any more Crimson Heads, but if I do, I've got Richard's shotgun. Guys can't even touch me. And it's very lucky that the new laboratory key, the doors were right next to each other. So you won't get lost in this place. Not kidding, there's only one reason why I would need to be in this room. In this multiple room complex. Ugh. But we get a brand new enemy type. The Chimeras. Sadly, they're nothing like Full Metal Alchemist Chimeras, but I guess these will have to do. These disgusting, fast bug monsters. They are fast. As I said, they fast and they hit really quickly. Kind of like giant cockroaches. Well, not even that. Just, oh, they're disgusting. They just run around and attack you, and it gets really aggravating really fast. And they're all over the place. So, if you didn't like hunters, congratulations, you don't have to deal with them anymore. But now you have to deal with these guys. Oh, another GameCube. Hold on, let me insert another game. There we go. We'll play some Beautiful Joe. Ding ding. Okay, so we got two of them. Now, where's the last one go? We'll see in a bit. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Get out. Boom. Get out of here. Oh, his head exploded. Oh, that's... I must have played some awesome rock music. I made his brain explode. Or something like that. I don't know. I need to watch Tenacious D again. That video blew my mind. That movie blew my mind. It was great. Okay, in here, there should be... Yep, there they are. Some more naked zombies. There we go. And I actually found out during this specific playthrough that the naked zombies, they don't come back as Crimson Heads. So as soon as they stop moving, you don't have to worry about them. I know I mentioned this already in this episode, but it still kind of blows me away that the naked zombies, being as powerful as they are, they don't come back. I mean, regular zombies, yeah, they're fine, and they come back as Crimson Heads, but why not have the more powerful zombie come back as an added challenge right near the end of the game? Because really, the only, like, difficult part of this game is probably the Chimeras and this. The refueling device. Ah, the fuel supply capsule. If you've ever played Resident Evil Remake, you know how stupid this segment can be, especially if you're doing a speed run. I blew that guy's head off and he just ran across the room. That'll probably never happen again, so I'm very glad I was able to capture that. Oh, that's funny. I'm gonna have to make like an animated GIF of that. That was too good. And hey, another GameCube. Let's play some Super Mario Sunshine. I can deal with that. And that's the last MO disc. Fantastic. Now what does it do? Well, it probably unlocked that giant door, so I think we should head there now. We've got to do something with that fuel supply capsule, so on our way to that giant door, we can actually do what we set out to do. Again, I can deal with this. This is actually pretty easy, and believe it or not, we're halfway through this segment. Like I said, disc 2, nothing to it. Very short. There's even a save room right here. It's just in the perfect spot. It's like, after fighting these somewhat new enemies, they give you a break. And there's plenty of supplies in here, too. More shotgun shells, just in case you needed them. And a first aid spray, just in case you want to be a pansy. I'm kidding, I needed to use plenty of first aid sprays my first time, and I think I've already used some in this playthrough. So, call me a hypocrite. Go ahead and save here real quick. There we go. And let's grab this. I'll put this away just in case I need it. I shouldn't need it, but again, this is a big just in case. Okay. Alright, we're ready for action. Let's go. It's a bit of a trek back. We actually need to go through the one door that had the red slides in it, where we first met the naked zombies. Or zombie. We actually need to refuel the station there. There was kind of like that pod in the back of the room, where we needed to refuel the fuel capsule. That's where we need to go. So just need to trek over there very quickly. Want to get stuff done. Alright, pay attention to what this says here. Besides the open it stuff. Alright. So the capsule fuels up. Nitro. Running will make you explode. You have to walk all the way back. But you know what? I'm a maverick. Screw the rules! I'm so funny!